What the fuck? What's happening here?
Why did they allow this?
Why?
Why?
This
Answer me.
is a nightmare to monitor for me because like I'm trying to make sure that the stream sounds right, but then
are
I
you trying to monitor this?
yeah.
Well.
Well,
Welcome to Audio
here's a
Engineering
surprise,
Hard Mode,
fella.
bitch.
After we just had our talk about whether or not people even get notified of this shit, we've already got somebody in the chat. I'm gonna go with Donican. Is
Really?
the pronunciation? Yeah. Don't
I
worry.
can't see the-
They said that they were notified of the stream 30 minutes late. We literally just started in earnest.
Oh.
So
I think we started streaming test shit an hour ago.
Yeah, we did.
And then
So if you
Kyle
scroll back, you're gonna see a
dickerdoodled
bunch of
with
dumb
it.
shit.
yeah,
Also, don't
so-
worry. YouTube is fucking kaleidoscopic horror museum, so it'll screw shit up. It'll
Yeah.
probably tell you that we stopped being live at some point, even if we're still, and then it will also send you a notification that we've been jailed and prosecuted and inhumed in some manner.
Well,
But
I
then
mean,
you'll be
that's,
like,
that's
wait, but they're still
predictive.
streaming.
It's accurate and predictive.
Yeah,
I
make
mean,
sure-
that's like a lucky guess. It's like predicting the
That's an
phases of the
educated
moon or
guess.
some shit, you know?
Right.
It's like saying the sun will come up in approximately 8 hours, but it's like, shut up. You know what I mean?
But yeah, so we're
So-
streaming for some reason. I don't know why. We are.
Misplaced ambition.
I
We-
think it's
we-
because I've recently been doing this as a career, and I thought very drunkenly and very foolishly one night I was like, we should stream this stuff.
Well, I think we've also been saying that half-heartedly for the better part of a decade.
Yeah.
Well, it's something like penis envy, but it's like the like we wish we could give birth to real life, but we can never. So this is like the closest we can approximate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's womb envy. Wait, hold
There
on, I
you
can
go.
get better. Hold on, womb envy.
There you go.
Shit, that was supposed to be an echo. God damn this
Oh.
fucking
Well, a little bit of
womb
reverb
envy.
did just as well.
Yeah, it's
Sorry, my computer's glitching at us.
the goddamn. What was I about to say before I started chanting womb envy? Oh wait, that should just be the title of the stream. Is it too late to change that?
No, we can change it right now. Let's do
Oh,
it.
what's the title? Yeah,
That's going to
update
be
our
the title
category on
of
Twitch.tv.
every episode that comes out of this session.
So, Trouble Planet
Dude.
Womb Envy?
Womb envy live stream, in your ear, 24/7 or something.
All right, we're going to call it Trouble Planet Womb,
Womb envy broadcast.
Envy Podcast. Yeah, there you go. Womb-
Broadcast.
Broadcast. Okay. my
Yeah, that
bad.
sounds more official. I wish this was on Twitch because like the just chatting category has that lovely picture of the lady with a cup of coffee smiling warmly. And if we were in that category and then you clicked on it
Oh, we have two
and you
viewers.
just hit with
Oh,
Yeah,
two
Andrew,
viewers.
Oh, I was going to
Well-
say one of those is me, but
No, there's
Once we
Donovan
might
not be counting
15 and Andrew Icon.
Once we have a third, then we all have someone to marry. Also, if any of them turns out not to be a Russian porno bot, that'll be even better. Because then I'll have someone to talk to, rather than just at like usual.
Right.
honk.
Well,
I'll have a conversational starter other than, "Hey, you, put down that knife, stop, or I'll
So-
shoot."
none of it's been broadcasted to you guys yet or put out because this is a broadcast and what we've done is previously recorded. None of that's been put out yet, but I guess what's happened in our lives since we've been here, guys. We had a nasty
What?
breakup, right? Keith came to my wedding and we
Knockdown,
almost,
drag out fight.
yeah, tried to stab
Oh
him.
right, none of our beautiful wedding stories have been made
Yeah.
public yet. Why the fuck not?
Oh, yeah.
At this point, whenever
I don't know
Trouble
why.
Planet updates an episode, it's going to qualify as a fucking Netflix reboot.
Well, because we have all of enough material to make maybe 3 weeks of. Well,
We have enough
no, we have a
material
little
to
bit
make
more
a
than that
vest.
of material. Which I was just telling Keith, like, I think we should just let this shit go as we record it. Like, fuck a steady schedule anymore. We're never gonna have
Yeah.
that again. But
Yeah, just
Uh,
put it out when we have it.
but also we are just shy of having recorded stuff and gotten it out after, like, in a longer time span than it took for you guys to get your wedding photos back.
Dude, we just got them. We just
Yeah,
got
somebody-
them back.
Somebody
Late pics.
mentioned something to me. They were like, "Hey, I saw you were, some wedding you were in, and made some comment on the photo." And I was like, "Who got married this time of year? When did that? Shit." And I was really struggling to bring it up. And then I finally saw, like, you were tagged in this photo from November. And I was like, "Oh, right.
It's like 6 months, man.
Those things
Crazy.
take a while to come back."
No, it was supposed to be 6 weeks. She took
Just
6 months.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
supposed to be faster than that.
Yeah,
the
no,
whole thing
and
was once again pretty retarded.
well, now I wish I had my bleep I could do.
Oh shit! Wait, I have it. All
Do
right,
you?
There we go. I could have.
We've
But I was using it in the proper sense. That's
we've
what's funny
already
about
we've already made this whole production a whole lot more complicated than we've ever had it before, and yet we still need to add one further step, which is to put it on a 5-second delay and have somebody ready with their finger on the button.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what this is about. This is kind of like a shakedown cruise. We're testing out all the kinks,
Yeah.
all the splinters, all the fucks, all the fuck holes, the loopholes, the fuck zones.
That's honestly what I'm doing right
Yeah.
now. I'm just putting plugins and making sure everybody's good to go before we actually
Oh, can
start
you,
a
like-
real recording.
Do you have like filters and shit? Can you like make Nick be film color negative and like superimpose a skull over him? That could be
hold
like
on.
our Nick rage meter. As he gets more fed up, we just make him more
more
and more of a skull.
filters.
I do want to address this comment. Editing Keith out of all the photos takes a while. I do want to say I don't think you're in a single photo.
That's
Like-
that's wise. They had to hairbrush me out bit by bit.
No,
Very mysterious.
I don't think they had to because I think you didn't make yourself available to be
I was
photographed.
around. I didn't get in front of the giant like buff man at the beach standee or whatever it was, but like I was around. You just probably didn't see me because I'm so mysterious, shrouded in fog like a ghost. The thing I am.
Well,
Somebody
you
share-
are invisible to the public, just like the rest of the homeless population.
Oh,
If one of you
true,
guys can get
true
on
that.
the live stream and just mute it so you're not hearing yourself back, but you can see the comments because once I'm in game, I'm
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
got
see
it.
shit. Okay, cool.
Oh, it doesn't. You can just add a URL source into. Oh wait, we're not using OBS because Kyle is a
I can
communist.
use a URL source.
avowed. Yeah, just add the chat, pop out the chat, get the URL, add it as a
We're-
source, and we'll superimpose.
We're really
Go
gonna
to the
just push
stream.
the fuck out of my computer.
No, you're not.
Oh, okay.
That's my IT advice.
I mean,
What is it?
you are in Florida. The heat is going to get to it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like cold again today. It's fucked up. I hate my
you
life.
didn't have to leave your area.
was-
Yes, I did. I was homeless.
It was 85 degrees here. I think you are the only one who's fucked.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's why my spirit animal is my icon here. Also,
Yeah.
because I don't own a real camera or lights.
I don't even remember where I originally found that, but I saw it and I immediately thought, Keith.
It's coming in handy.
Yeah, it's getting some use finally.
It's correct.
Credit
I was
to
really worried.
whoever made this in the first place. You made the most relevant piece of art that has ever been printed.
Yeah, I didn't know if I still
Millions
had
of
it. And I
Dead
was
Cops is good
panicking.
too.
I don't know. Well, yeah, but this one I would never have been able to find because you type. Believe me, I've tried. You type keyboard fucked on Google. This does not come up.
Rolling
Like a lot of
typewriter,
scrolls.
in parentheses, fucked.
I did, however, find a Wiktionary entry for fuckwind,
Fuck
which is a kind of bird
Oh no.
or a
Well, you
wind
said
fuck. That's a
Wiktionary. I
viable
feel like
alternative.
that discredits it a little bit, but I'm not sure.
Well, the etymology, it's possible that it was named a suckwind and it was written in olden times with a big curly S that looks kind of like an F and it was mistranslated at some point from like Danish or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
But I choose to believe that it was named correctly.
It was
The fuck
always such, yeah.
It's it's what is a bird but a wind fucker.
Yeah.
a wind fucker.
Yeah.
That does kind of remind me. I was watching something the other day, and there was like a bird that just shrieked unholy loud. It was specifically to scare the characters in the show, and that made me think. And this was like an older show, and I was like, oh man, Zach Hadel wasn't the first one to use that joke of a bird that screams like a human person.
Oh, I thought you were mentioning like David Attenborough. I'm like, Nick, that wasn't characters. That's real.
They're characters of the
Yeah.
world, but also that does make me think there's some bird in Brazil, I think it's like the white bell something, and it is the loudest bird on earth, and its mating call is like 150 something decibels. It's
Yeah.
Holy
ridiculously
fuck.
loud, and they get up next to like prospective mates and just shriek this horrible noise right in their ear. And it said that after 1 or 2 mating seasons, females lose a lot of their hearing.
Oh my god.
Damn. So that's my problem. I need to be reincarnated as one of those birds because that's my mating ritual too. It's never worked.
Yeah. We've got a
Alright,
very
Nick.
relevant comment that the suck wind ain't much better.
Well,
got-
I know that the sperm whale is the loudest animal in the world.
Got a very
Nick.
relevant
And it
comment that
screeches
the
at
suck
whatever.
wind
Oh, there we go.
ain't much
Look at
better.
that. Well,
got-
I know that the sperm whale is the
What do you mean
loudest
suck
animal in
wind
the
ain't much
world.
better?
Very relevant
And it
comment that
screeches
the
at
suck
whatever.
wind
Oh, there we
ain't
go.
much better.
That. Suck wind.
I
fuck
was
wind.
feeding back everything. I'm sorry about feeding everything back to everybody.
What? Who?
Because the browser source automatically did it, so that was my bad. I turned
Blasted
it off.
all sound right back
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we had the
Oh.
suck wind ain't much better.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's
well,
go ahead and go
yeah.
back to this. All right.
Well, well.
I don't. Well,
What do you?
Well.
What? Well,
what streaming's-
water.
Oh, hold on. Let's do that.
Oh,
We're
here,
using
let me-
vMix. I use vMix for work a lot. I usually just do the audio, so this is kind of dipping my
Kyle.
toe in the what?
Here, I'm going to send you a link in Discord. It's not porn. You don't need to do anything about it right now, but it
Oh
will be
God,
useful
do
for
you
the
want
future.
this? You want this on the show, don't you?
Well, it's just something for the chat in the future. It's a thingy that lets you format it to be pretty. You can
Oh.
I
make
mean,
the background
I just took
transparent.
the-
You can. Well, no, you use the same URL source, and then you just like customize it. You can make it look at like all kinds of things, and you know.
You remember the brief mote of conversation we had before all this about not seeing how the sausage is made?
No one's gonna see it. They're just gonna
Right.
smell it. And catch a
This
whiff
is
of
a
it, you know what I mean?
conversation for later!
This
Well-
is the birthing process. This is one of those birthing videos. Womb envy.
So, I think what could be interesting with this live stream format is if
Nothing.
there's a particular game that you guys want us to play. If it doesn't make my computer explode, because I am also streaming from the same computer that I'm playing games on, we should play it.
Poor Kyle is
It's
going to
gonna
have to
get
adopt
so
a 2 PC
mad.
setup.
Yeah,
Kyle,
but I
you should
did.
just use a console, and then it's like a 2 PC setup. Stream.
I
from a
could use my
play a game on a
console.
console. You can play Elden Ring on your PlayStation 5. Trademark, copyright 9005. Something.
We could play Elden Ring. I've already beaten the shit out of that game. I have like 140 something hours in there. But we could play it.
You didn't even beat Persona 5. You fucking.
I did beat
you
Persona
hacked
5.
Fraud. You did?
Yeah.
How many
Beat that
hours
like
did you get? in
1,000
it?
years ago.
What? This is fucked up.
Wow.
Well, in any case, I was just trying to get his goat, and I stand goatless and broken. It's pretty
right.
fucked up.
Well,
Let's go ahead and we are recording video and audio.
Wait, am I supposed to be recording audio now?
Now you are, that I've said it.
I'm recording audio.
I'm recording it too. Shh, shh, shh.
All right.
You can hear him.
Well, here we go with Thrill Drive.
Watch out, Kyle's getting mad.
So this is where I'm just going to have to trust that Nick is doing all the right stuff because I can't see shit anymore.
I did something.
He switched to some kind of slaughterhouse footage. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Oh, my God. That's so loud.
Welcome to the Mom Can I Have Another Dollar Netflix revival series 2022, motherfucker.
Hold on a second. Why is this goddamn game so fucking loud to me?
I don't hear it. I don't hear anything
Holy
at all,
shit.
in fact. I'm good.
I heard like the initial tones when it first started, like a wee, and then presumably you muted everything.
I turned
Maybe
it
you
down just because
subconsciously
like I
set
was.
this up because you were
deafened.
talking about the loud fuckbird before.
Anyway, we're playing Thrill Drive. I'm just going
Oh,
to
I hear
assume
it
this
now.
doesn't sound terrible. All right, Thrill Drive. This game is known for you can crash and die in it.
Is this like the
Yeah,
prequel
it
to Burnout?
looked.
Kinda.
You remember that ambulance game we played 700 years ago?
Yep.
It reminded me of that, of kind of like a Rescue 911 series. The difference being that you're only getting the crashes that kill people.
Yeah.
It's
cause-
sort of like the
cause a lot
Outfoxies
of
to
damage.
Smash Brothers' Burnout Paradise.
Yeah,
you know?
I think a lot of people liken this to Burnout for sure because it's definitely got that whole like, oh, you can crash into
Vehicles.
stuff, and it's like kind of like it's. You'll see. I had to test this out
Oh.
several times to make sure that it would actually work, because this is one of those games that it won't run on modern MAME, but if you go back to like a MAME that came out like 7 years ago, it'll work on that one. Which I'm like, why the fuck did it work at one point and now it's not working? Like, can't they make it work again? Clearly they know how.
Because they got it right the first time and then they stopped caring, Kyle, just like us.
Oh, okay.
Well, wait, that's not true. We never got it right. What am I talking about?
That's true.
What? I misappropriated that simile. I apologize.
Yeah, well, it was the inevitable march of progress that obsoleted it, even among emulation.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
The pale hand of death reaches for us all, Douglas.
Well,
This
as you
is
see-
just like our New Zealand experience. Accidentally turned onto the wrong side of the road and went
it was a
headlong into
roundabout.
traffic.
And you were driving a bus.
Yeah, and
Yeah, and there were no
if I remember
survivors.
correctly, Joe did fly out through the windshield. That was pretty traumatizing.
Well, it
Yeah.
did involve a broken glass
Oh, God.
window of some kind, and that was
And
also
we lost a
party to your New
couple
Zealand
thousand
story.
points for the infraction.
Right.
We did come in fourth on
We
that
should make
vacation.
A modern HD remake of New Zealand story, but we'll just replace the Kiwi with Nick.
Oh, that.
And the goal of the game, instead of collecting Kiwis, it'll just be smashing windows and consuming alcohol.
Oh yeah, like all the
The
all the
real
items
New
that give you
Zealand
points are alcoholic, but that also increasingly makes the game harder to play.
Right.
You destroyed his. Oh yeah, that's like actually a compelling mechanic. Like the more you collect, something gets harder, and it's up to you to decide when you're done.
Oh, fatal!
That is very much like the thing I told you to do to Nick. Like when he gets angry, he's just superimpose increasingly distressed faces over him.
Yeah,
as he
broken
loses
glass
his temper.
texture, loud shrieking.
Yeah, just.
And then eventually it's just a full-on skull, and it's like the sound of like a car being compressed into a cube. You know?
I was gonna say, normally your note is something like cartoon witch cackling.
Oh yeah, I made you edit in a jack-o'-lantern.
A jack-o'-lantern and witches
I
on
wonder where
on an
where
episode
did you
that
get
did
the
not
witch
come
cackle
out
from?
anywhere near Halloween.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that's the only reason I wanted it. It wouldn't have worked if it was Halloween time.
Yeah,
Wait, what the?
If it was apropos. Oh,
Allow-
this is
allowed it
also
for its
party to New Zealand
wrongness.
story. Yeah, this is just
You
like
almost
when you
get
broke
outta
the glass
here.
window.
that you
The
had.
hotel guy is like, "Oh, I'm calling Anzac," and
yeah.
and he fled into the woods.
I was actually just thinking about New Zealand the other day, where I'm like, I don't think I'll ever go on a vacation like that ever again, where it was just free to go and do dangerous and adventurous stuff all over the place.
It was good of you to think about New Zealand
totally
on Anzac
unchecked
Day,
horse
actually.
shit. Although I would absolutely love to save up a little money and do that again. Like,
Oh, it'd be so
not
great.
note for note, but a lot of the mainstays. Like, hit Rotorua and do every ridiculous activity that they have available.
Do the
Rotorua
volcano.
was rad.
Go
The
go
volcano,
skydiving
yeah,
on
we
the
could-
volcano.
We could go up to Mount Doom and maybe it won't be about to explode.
Zip lining.
I think it's been like that for hundreds of years, Nick. I don't know if it's gonna.
Well, no, it's the fact that when we were there, they were like, "Hey, don't go past this point because there is volcanic activity, and
Which
it's a little too dangerous to let you go through the whole trail."
They said that, but there wasn't. Oh well, did I just lose the game? No, nope.
You sure?
Oh,
Well,
that-
Kyle, they might have just wanted you not to walk close to it because the ground can collapse and plunge you to your.
Yeah, but there
horrifying
wasn't
death.
anyone there to stop you. Like there wasn't anyone like, no, past this point.
Well, like except for old Charles Darwin.
Right.
yeah, they
his-
didn't
his
physically
glowering
stop you,
spirit.
but they were just like, "Hey, conditions are bad today. Like seismic activity is up, so just don't go past this certain point."
Looks
because
like we got volcanoes in the afternoon weather.
The signs posted should just say "fuck around and find out."
and it's got a little cartoon kiwi on it. Well, I
It's
mean,
like being skeletonized.
yeah, it wasn't too much different from when we went sledging, and
Oh, yeah.
And the guy was like, "Stick with us on the left here. If you go off to the right, that leads off to a waterfall, and there's nothing we can do for you."
Oh yeah, I remember. That was like legitimately like my least favorite thing that we did, just because like it legit was difficult and like there was huge potential to die. Like
Yeah, I was going to say,
like,
it wasn't your least favorite because you almost got killed.
yeah, she's like, if you
that
get
would
sucked
put
down
a-
in the eddy, make sure you don't let go of your board because you know if you let go, you're gonna get sucked down there and never come back up. And you're
Yeah,
like,
this is the only thing buoyant enough to get you out of there.
yeah, excuse me. And they go, yeah,
Yeah. And then, sure enough, that's exactly what happens to Kyle.
yeah. Well, no, I didn't lose my board, but I did get sucked
No,
down.
you
to the
didn't
bottom.
lose it, but, like, you were down there. That was the only thing that saved you.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you have it like chained to you in some way?
No. What are you talking about? This is
Right.
New Zealand.
Well, fine.
Analyzing
Fine,
my
have it your
technique.
way. Get killed. Have it your way.
I have a lot of courage and no desire. I guess that's desire to live. I don't know what desire could possibly be. Oh, my manners are pretty decent.
I like that you got to drive straight through the Forbidden City on that map. That's a neat feature. They never did that on Road Rash.
That's true. I'm a bad driver. Bad man, my Gemma.
Bad man.
New Zealand. Well, what I also want to save up money to live. I'm not going back to New Zealand ever. It's too goddamn far. I don't know if I can ever handle another 14 plus 9 hour marathon flight session again in my life.
I can't switch.
That would be rough. I would have to make, like, a couple of trips
Yeah.
in succession.
How the
Yeah.
fuck did I get down there? I think I flew to LA, and then I flew to Fiji, and then I flew to Australia, and even that almost killed me.
Well, we were lucky enough when we did it. We did it from Korea, so it was just like a straight, just shot down. Where
Yeah, it was still
it's straight
13
south
hours.
instead of straight
Yeah, you
southwest.
just-
It's still 8 trillion miles away.
Just put on all the Lord of the Rings
how
movies,
long
and
was
boom, you're there. And then you're like, oh, sweet.
Oh, wow.
There
I
you
did
go.
do that.
I did do that too.
They do
Watched
have
them
Lord
all
of the
in a
Rings
row.
on their airlines.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Actually-
Dude? They had it in their fucking advertisement to be like, put on your
Oh.
seatbelts because Frodo will fuck you up.
That's one thing, but it's not like fuck. It's not the same as having the rights to the real ass movies.
Why wouldn't they
I'm
have
just
it
saying.
on the plane?
Because
Yeah.
they're movies that cost $1 trillion. Anyway, because most airplanes have fucking 40-year-old episodes of Everyone Loves Raymond and like a fucking documentary.
Okay,
from-
first of all, you
from
ride on
some other
Spirit
country.
Airlines. Like, you don't ride on
Yeah.
real airlines. Like, you
They
wouldn't
don't
have,
have
a clue.
TV on Spirit Airlines. I only do that when I'm going to places like Florida, where it doesn't matter what
You
the
flew
quality of the
from
flight is.
fucking on Spirit Airlines back from Costa Rica, and you got stuck in the goddamn terminal for like 1,000 years because I came
Yeah,
to
that's
pick
true.
you up, and you're like, I'm
That's
still
a bit
stuck
of
here.
an exception. That's a tiny, tiny exception, Kyle, because Spirit flies straight to Costa Rica from Orlando.
like
and
70
name me another
bucks.
airline that does that for cheap.
That's
Yeah.
got to be like a human trafficking thing or something. Like, there's no way that they can legitimately do that.
They're hoping that if you're taking a Spirit Airlines flight, you don't have money to have options,
Yeah.
and so they can more
some other
easily
guy in my class
abscond with
down
you.
there, someone made the purely suicidal decision to also take Spirit, except they checked their luggage with their computer and shit in it. I'm like, oh,
You fool.
you're as fuck. The guy wasn't from here though. He was from like Sierra Leone or something, so he probably just didn't have a sense for shit. You know,
Yeah.
he didn't realize a $60 plane ticket is suspiciously
Well,
cheap.
before you said Sierra Leone,
Yeah,
I was
they-
going to say he probably lives somewhere where like they have polar bears where they have to keep cars unlocked, so he just assumed like, you know, like if someone needs it, they really need my computer, and you know, it's just for safety reasons.
Yeah, I was going to say they're somewhere where they don't normally even have Spirit Airlines, so they didn't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, sure, yeah. They just haven't got a sense for the fuckity fuck, you know.
How
I'd
did
like
you
to
not
imagine-
get tagged for breaking that little Geo Metro driver's neck back there?
I have no idea, but I'd like to imagine someone who is a foreigner who doesn't understand, like they don't speak English, and they see Spirit Airline, and then they look up what Spirit, and it just says Ghost Airlines, and then they go like, yes. This is what I would like to. I'd
Yeah,
like to
they
ride
think
on.
maybe it's like a thematic thing, like it'll be decorated up like Halloween in there or something. You look like you're flying with Beetlejuice.
I just
I
imagine
would
some
hate
Japanese
that.
person somewhere being like, I've heard of ghost ships. I'd love to fly on a ghost ship.
On a ghost plane.
Yeah. And then they get on
Yeah.
there just thoroughly unimpressed and very upset at just everything because it's fucking
I mean,
Spirit
it
Airlines.
would have some pull for sure, because for one thing, there are people who watch Nightmare Before Christmas year-round. Like, they just can't get away from it.
What? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
my
act
God.
like you're surprised by this. But
That's one of the
also,
least shocking
I
facts I've
am.
ever heard. Okay, then.
all right. I know we've talked. I know
Time
we've
for that
talked
skull
about
overlay.
the Invader Zim kids who, like, just can't get enough of an okay thing. But anyway,
Oh, shit.
on the same token, though, there is anytime I have to go to the VA hospital, there is a place in the town nearby called Spooky's Pizza, and it does have a little billboard up somewhere that is a little ghost with a chef hat bringing out a pizza. And I've never been there because it's usually something where I have to get out of there and go back to work, like, pretty much immediately. But every time I'm like, I should stop in there and just see what it's like. It's just
That's-
that factor of being weird enough to draw attention.
It's perilously close to our oft-quoted but never explained probably premise of fresh fucked ghosts. Get 'em all fucked.
That reminds me of, like, there's a place around here. For the longest time, I could never remember the name correctly. And I always thought it was like Criminal Sandwiches or something. And then I realized, oh, no, it's Lawless Subs. That's probably a surname. That's not nearly as
Oh
fun.
yeah, you described that when we were down there last time.
Yeah.
You couldn't remember it right that time either.
Yeah, I'm like, it's
Criminal Sandwich, what is it? Let's get
Are you
some of
thinking
those.
of Madrid? That place is just called Madrid.
Well, I was thinking of Godfather Pizza.
Oh, that wasn't that made by the guy who ran for president and died recently from COVID?
What?
Yeah, Herman
I'm-
Cain, right?
Herman Cain.
Oh.
He made
Yeah.
one of those
Oh,
pizza
Kyle.
places.
Well,
Kyle,
at
it's
least
not an
some of
anime girl. I
those.
don't know what the fuck it is.
At least some of those allegations are facts. I actually don't know if he's the one who was the head of Godfather Pizza, but
Keith, I guarantee there's a VTuber out there of a Herman Cain. There's no way there isn't. There's got to be some weird, lonely Japanese or Chinese girl
big-
out there.
yeah, big glossy-eyed cartoon avatar of Herman Cain.
Well, unless that's how he ran his political campaign, I was fully unaware of its
Oh,
contents.
shit. How did what the fuck?
And Kyle, if somebody was VTubing as Herman Cain, I believe it would be categorized as a Bobby Niku.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Let's just get our fucking nomenclature straight.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you for...
Keith, as you're the expert, you got to tell us, does that one also have tit physics?
They can. Well, I mean, like, there's no. It's not mutually exclusive.
Yeah,
They can all
how
have
hard would it be to
physics.
rig the Herman Cain tits?
Depends on how many layers there were, I guess. Like, do you want like a separate layer for the clothing on top of them, or are they just going to be kind of all
Yeah,
combined?
how shall we say expressive should they be under a smart business suit?
Like, the way I usually do it is there's like one set of parameters for, let's say, like bounce up and down, and then there's usually at least one parameter for stretch and squash, and then usually, depending on how voluminous, I might have
come
a
on.
second sub parameter for like the bottom part of the squish and squash, so it gets a little sinusoidal,
I was much more courageous that time, but I had much less desire. Well, with that, join us on the next episode of Mom, Can I Have Another $1? Which, by the way, we just did this all live. So join us on the live stream sometime.
Fuck.
All right, stopping recording.
That sounds
and
like the
audio.
last time I went to college.
How? Well, how do you like that? Okay, first up, we got a note that the music is way too intense.
Oh, in the game or like our
The
music?
stream.
I'm gonna guess in the game.
Oh, the
What?
when you crash into shit.
What?
I think that's what
what's
they're
the next
talking about.
one? What do we call it? Yeah, man.
Like it's like.
Oh, by the way, what fucking number is this shit?
16.
That was 16. Yeah.
So the next one's 17. And what's it called?
That
what's
was
the next
Thrill
one?
Drive. All right. Let's see. This is what we'll catch up on the chat. So we've got, are y'all remote? Like you'd have to do NetPlay. Yep, all remote. This is actually how we've been doing it for years. Keith did live in Florida for about 2 years, so I was able to force him to play games, but for the most part, it's usually just me.
And then I was kicked out of even there.
Look at that
Got a
professional
monogrammed
sound.
letter from the governor.
Hey, what was that game called again?
That was Thrill Drive.
Thrill Drive.
Yeah. Which every time I hear or try to talk about a game called Thrill, it makes me think of that game called Thrill Kill, which was banned. And like, there was a copy that came out on the internet a couple of years back, and it was not worth it.
This stream is sponsored by Spooky's Pizza, by the way. Let's not forget our noble sponsor, Spooky's
right.
Pizza in whatever fucking city it was.
So we got.
Scares the fuck out of me.
So Andrew suggested we should play, or he says, or they say that the Oberdin would be a fun one to play, which I have played. So if we did play it, you guys would have to try to solve everything. But I feel like
Fucking,
Keith
I already
would
played
try
Oberdin
to
too,
tank
you
it.
fuck. Do
You
you
played it?
think I haven't played Oberdin? We've talked about this.
Have
so
we?
It'll be down to Nick. I think. I don't know.
If you have, I was not part of the conversation.
The
So
last 3 years of my life were a blur. We talked about indie games at one point.
When the fuck have we ever
Sometimes.
talked about Oberdin?
I don't know.
it's probably one of those silly ass comments that you've made in Discord at 3 a.m. and none of us checked it the next day.
Yeah, probably
That
proceeded
counts as a
after.
Because you followed it up with like 4 clips of VTube bullshit, and we were like, all right.
That counts as a conversation in my book. It might have been that way.
Here's a average. Let's find it.
How far
I
will
don't
you have to
always
go
post
for this?
VTubers. I'm pretty sure I shared that clip of the guy puking recently, right?
Well, here's an average. What Keith normally posts in everything. So yeah. Okay, so I think he's talking about just having migraines or whatever, and then talking about some like realistic stuff, and then all of a sudden he just posts an hour of silence, occasionally broken by I can't read what that says. but-
Maori sound.
Mo eyes, yeah.
Yeah. my
Moai
sound.
sound.
Okay.
Dude, when I found that, I was like, pay dirt, dude. This is great. I left it on by accident, and it actually startled me.
But what's even better? What's even better is that like we were talking, and then so you can't see the timestamps. It was like, yeah, they got less frequent since I imagine you mean vitamin B. But if they got
What did I
sawbones
say?
who can unfuck my nerves, that'd be nice. And then at 7:30 in the morning, you respond with, "If only I could keep the superhuman senses I get
yourself.
from it, though." I can hear the light for Christ's sake.
Keith
'Cause I-
mentions his pain-induced synesthesia, and then, oh, by the way,
I fell asleep at like 8 p.m., and then I woke up super early, and what else am I going to do?
So this is what Keith just posted.
Yeah, dude.
that's
play
the
that
shit
clip.
we
It's
get
the funniest
constantly.
clip on the internet.
You want me to play this?
Yeah, it's a meme watch along stream now. That's a genre. It's a
Alright.
react. We're react stream.
That's
Well,
our
it's age
interstitial
restricted.
fill.
Can't
Yeah,
watch
we're
it.
not old
So?
enough for that. I'm going
We're
to top
elderly.
off my drink while you deal with vomit videos, I guess.
Yeah, we're
Just
not gonna
one.
we're not gonna watch it.
Not videos plural, Nick. Just the funniest one of them all. It never
Alright.
fails to put a smile on my face. Kyle, that's a very popular streaming category is reactions.
Oh, I thought you were
We
gonna
just
say
need
vomit videos. I'm like, I know
Well,
that
sort
you
of,
like
but
them.
like, we just need like you get like Daily Dose of Internet or one of those meme channels, and you watch it and you say funny in between, and everyone. Or if you have an active user base, you can do You Laugh, You Lose, where users submit videos that try to make you laugh, and if you lose, there's consequences.
Well, that was a good note to come back on.
when you do shit like that, especially when we're doing like a live stream like we've never done before, and I just hear echo, I'm like, fuck, where the goddamn is this feedback coming from?
Who crossed the wires?
All right, let's see. What do we got next?
Oh,
what could
we
do
should just
here?
become full-time Overwatch streamers. We just need 3 more people, and we have a team, and we can stream Overwatch.
So I have a game on here, and it's been so long since I put it on the list. I have no idea what it could possibly be, but it just says Guzzler and then dash Keith. So I don't know if it was like I wanted you to play the game or like
I found
I
it
don't-
and suggested it.
I don't know.
Or this was an accusation.
right.
Wait, I need you to let's get warmed up. Watch the vomit video.
Jesus
It
Christ.
puts a smile on my face. It puts a smile on my face when I
All
see
right.
someone puking on
I don't know.
TV.
Donnigan's on to you with Emetophilia Part 2.
We talked about that, but I forget what episode it was in.
All right. So.
Well, I'm
here we
pretty
go.
sure that was the title of the episode was Emetophilia, so...
Wait, I can't hear him. I can't hear him. It doesn't work unless I can hear him. Kyle, stop. I gotta hear him though.
You couldn't hear him? Oh.
It
No.
does look
That's right.
cartoonish, like literally a
go.
cartoon effect was drawn over it.
We've taken
Louder.
the 360, we've added a DSP, and then we've
so cartoonish.
It's so perfect in every way, dude. Fucking like, 'cause it happens right at the predicate phrase too. And what we've done is, whoa! And it's like it's so violent and so abrupt. It's like, what the fuck happened to him? He was fine. He was
That's how-
fine. He's all
Yeah.
professional looking and shit. And he's on TV in his little button-up shirt, and and then his endocrine system says, nope.
Yeah.
We're listening now, motherfucker.
So Donnigan found it. It was Darun Darrow Darrow.
Really? Oh, nice. Wow. Wow. That's some good research.
Holy shit.
Which, by its name, I cannot recall even the slightest what that
Sounds like a
is
puzzle
about.
game.
The-
It
must have-
does.
It's either a
Either-
fighting game with anime tits or it's a puzzle game.
That's a puzzle name.
Oh,
Puzzle
yeah.
game name. There's no way it's not.
It's the puzzle name game.
Puzzle name game. Darrow. Let's see.
Now we're gonna find out.
man.
Darun Darrow. It is a puzzle drop
Is it-
game.
Okay.
Yep. That's
Okay,
the
then.
one.
That's ironic because we talk about the opposite of dropping.
I think
Throwing
I'm,
up.
I'm not going to assume that they either remembered that or like quickly watched all our episodes. I'm going to assume the title had Oh, hey, what's up, Mitch?
Kyle, are you asking if somebody quickly watched all 1,000 some odd episodes of our show in the past 30 seconds?
Well, I mean, it's
To see
easy
the
enough
fucking
to search our
T1000.
channel for Emetophilia and surprisingly only get a handful of results. Hey, that was classic memory. Well done.
What game is this?
no, I
It's
mean,
the
the-
game of life.
The same
you're
way
losing.
that the same way that like for little to no reason at all, I remember that game Hebereke no Popun, the one where you dropped little animal heads, and sometimes they would just get like sunglasses, or they'd be crying, or I don't know. And
So
I don't remember too much of even the content of the game, but I remember the game itself by name, even though I don't even really know what it means.
I've been listening to a
in there.
lot of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and one of the things that it kind of reminds me is that fans are much more invested in something than a creator. I'm not saying that anybody who watches this is a fan,
Well-
but it's just like
But definitely
I
we
wouldn't
don't care.
besmirch you in that way. I have more respect for you than that.
no, what I'm trying to get at is that like I think, well, especially the way we do shit, it's always a fever dream. Like we don't plan anything. Like you, if you were watching the last 15 minutes, that's exactly how we do an episode. We just, I'm recording. Okay, I stopped. That's how we do it. And then
Yeah.
we don't remember it until we finally edit it. Maybe like weeks at this point, months later. So we have no idea.
Yeah, it's definitely, and I know we've talked about it before, probably on air and everything, but it's always a situation where later when we go back through the editing notes that Keith has put up, you know, there will be like a emphasis on a particular quote, or one will get turned into an episode title, and I'll laugh about it and find out halfway in, oh shit, I said that. Why don't I remember saying that?
Right?
Then you look in the mirror and it's like an elderly man staring back at you.
Have you ever been watching along, listening to the conversation, and then think how you would respond to it? And then
Yeah.
when like past you says something fucking wild and off the goddamn wall, you're just like, What the fuck? Why did I think that?
Oh no, like sometimes that'll be happening from like really old episodes, and I will have a thought, and then I will say that exact thought a little bit later, and I think, well, at least my brain patterns are consistent.
Yeah,
I mean,
sometimes it's like the closest I come to being a real person watching football or something, and like yelling at the player, like "Go, go, get in there, get in!" I'm like Kyle will say something like, "You better fucking like zing him." You better take advantage of that and like make a joke about whatever Cox or whatever, and then I'll say like, "Ah, screw him." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Tell him about the on the video. Tell him about that
Like, jump up and start
on the video
stomping
right
around.
now. And then you do.
Fucking touchdown! And then I sit down, and if I don't say it, I say bullshit. Ref.
It's one of the biggest regrets of your life.
It would be funny if Keith does like, Mom Can Have Another $1, the real session, and then like he just goes beat by beat for every single conversation. He's like, okay, this right here, this is bullshit. This is what I meant to say, and like this is, and you just go on like these long
What, you mean like a
diatribes.
John Madden commentary?
No, just like go back and redo everything. I think
Oh,
that'd be
well, no. Sometimes it goes the way I wanted it to.
well.
So it's a journey. You know,
Sure.
I don't remember how it goes, so I'm experiencing it for the first time. Sometimes I fulfill my honor, and other times I fuck it up. Kyle's opening some kind of Stygian portal into hell. It looks like that's pretty sweet.
I'm trying to find another game to play. I don't know if like
Oh, that's actually a good idea, Kyle. That you should all the face cams should have like an eerie red light mode. At a moment's notice, we need to be able to turn on like hell lights.
I mean, I could turn on hell lights for myself. I have that capability.
All right.
I think
All right. What do you have? One of those fucking like mixers for lights there?
No, I can do it with my phone.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
what
they
the
all connect.
fuck?
They all connect on Bluetooth.
Meanwhile, I'm a cartoon typewriter because I can't even get regular lights to work.
You don't have
Yeah.
lights at all in your room. I'm just using my.
They're shitty ones though.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
so
like
do
it's
I.
really it's hella.
Yeah.
You have like Walmart lighting though. It's hella bright in there.
I imagine that Keith's camera also has the visual stimulus capturing capability of Cambrian era fish.
I remember I distinctly was given this webcam for free circa 2015. So
This is how you can tell that Keith has not adapted to the pandemic correctly, is that he does not have a webcam, because you know that motherfucker, if he had to actually work remotely, would have a somewhat feasible option for webcam.
no, no. The problem is I never had to adapt to the pandemic because
You
my
refused to.
pre-pandemic, my lifestyle was exactly the same pre-pandemic as it was July 2020.
It's in
the year I
it's in
learned
the same
that
way
my
that
regular waking life is called
it's in the
maximum
same way that
lockdown.
cockroaches haven't had to adapt for however many millions of years, because no matter what level of society that the animal is at, it still makes trash.
Well, I would prefer to be likened to a horseshoe crab because they have useful blood.
So I don't understand what this is supposed to mean. Like Kyle listens
What?
to the radio and watches TV. I don't know
Listens
if
to
that's
TV
just...
and watches the radio.
Oh, okay. That's my dyslexia, I guess.
It's backwards, you see.
Dyscalculia.
That's you.
I've had multiple people tell me that they've learned that word from you, or like every time they hear it now, they have to let me know, which is unusual.
Which word from who?
Dyscalculia from this show. They go, oh, I
Oh.
heard that word the other day. And I'm like, cool.
As long as we're doing words we've learned, let me introduce you to titty nope.
Titty nope. Okay.
Titty mope. It means, and you won't guess what it means, but it's very useful. It means a small quantity of something left over.
Okay.
So, like, I have a bad habit of putting a titty nope of milk back in the fridge, for example.
Okay.
I'll do that to you. I'm just, it doesn't come up often enough. I don't get to say you've
Well-
left me with this titty nope.
With that, let's do a titty nope of some Mom Can Have Another $1.
Okay.
So I'm
Kyle,
Whoops, hold on. That's not true. Not accurate.
Hey, look, I'm a blue body. See? I thought their blood was purple, though.
What?
Horseshoe crabs. We're talking about horseshoe crabs.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to segue, and I didn't actually listen to a single thing you fucking said.
Whatever. Nothing important, I assure you. I was just trying to engage with the chat. You know, like you're meant to do during a fucking live stream.
Oh. What did I pull up here? Dark Tower. Okay.
I don't care what you did. Mitch Lord says you were talking about listening to It's Always Sunny.
Oh.
So that's the joke.
Oh, my bad. I'm a bad person.
Yep.
Yep.
The worst host. The host with the most things
Problems.
to apologize for.
All right, now I'm recording for real this time.
We can
Alright.
fuck with the latency settings later.
I am recording.
We have much to learn.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to record. Fuck. Hold on a minute. This one's called Guzzler. Guzzler, I'm recording it.
All right.
Guzzler.
No, this is Dark Tower. Is what we're playing. Dark Tower.
Whatever, man. It's gonna export as Guzzler. It has a number. As long as it has a number, you'll know what's going on.
Oh fuck! Hey everybody, welcome back to Mom Can Have It $1. We're playing Dark Tower.
Oh, we're coming in, all right. Yeah, we're coming.
This is made in Anaheim, California. That's weird.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
Why is that weird that games would be made in California?
I mean,
Yeah.
Anaheim specifically. I have where the fuck am I? Who am I?
Is this like Icy Tower? I don't think you've started.
No, I'm this guy with the blue shirt,
Oh.
no pants.
Well,
That's
for a game that was probably made in some asshole's
What the
garage,
fuck?
this is very much in line with what I expected.
Okay,
Maybe this is why you don't see so many games coming out of Anaheim.
I guess.
Yeah, the visual language is quite inept. You do not stand out anywhere near enough.
Okay, so
This
no, here's
is
the
giving
problem.
me like that vibes halfway between Splatterhouse and Hardhead 2.
Ooh.
This kind of reminds me of whatever that game is where you have to point at the ghosts. You know what I mean?
The damn it! All I
yeah.
can think of is when we said like Frankenstein's mansion or something like that.
I forget what it was
Frankenstein's dorm
actually
room.
called.
Frank. Chiller?
No,
the one where you can turn into like a superhero kind of guy.
It's like
and you were
this. It's a side scroller with a bunch
Oh,
of
is that
like,
the
yeah,
one where you go into the place that's burning or something?
No,
It-
Boogie Manor.
yeah.
Boogie Manor.
yeah,
Bogey.
Bogey Manor.
Bogey
Bogey
Manor.
Yeah, there we go. This is not Bogey
B-52
Manor, so welcome to
Bomber.
Mom Can I Have Another $1.
This is Dark Tower.
This is
The
Dark
most
Tower,
obsolete
and you
show
are
on
playing
the
the
internet.
forbidden character from Lost Dilbert strips.
Why is one of the items you can pick up a fucking pickle?
I don't know. Why, Keith?
Why is it? Wait, hold on, Nick. Why did you mention Dilbert?
It looks like a bad Dilbert character.
I like how Keith just
I thought,
zoomed in on that. Like he's just like, hold on, wait, Dilbert? Why?
Yeah,
I
like,
have something I'd like to
it'll-
talk about with Dilbert. Is what he was thinking.
Yeah,
I was holding out hope that you were talking about Dilbert 2.
yeah,
or 3.
exactly. I know.
No, it's more. I'm thinking like this thing would be called Gorilbert, and it would just be a one-off character, something that shows up every so often,
Yeah.
and like there's some joke about this is the IT department,
God damn it.
and he clubs.
Oh, yeah, and they're all apes or
he
something.
clubs the printer that everybody hates.
And he's bad at filling out the glitch reports, and everyone's mad at him.
Yeah.
And he's likened to a primitive primate. I get
Yeah.
you. Yeah, that's
like
exactly
somebody
it.
makes a comment like he just keeps asking me if I've tried turning the thing off and back on. What does he think I'm some kind of asshole? And it cuts over and it's a literal gorilla just wearing glasses, no eyeballs.
just furiously masturbating.
You're making me realize I've never once read or watched Dilbert. Because
No, that's not true. You watched Dilbert too. I guarantee.
I know I've watched Dilbert
I
too.
think he means real Dilbert. Like
What?
Authentic
Dilbert 2 is
Dilbert.
as real as it gets. Dude.
not,
Authentic Dilbert.
not
Dilbert 3.
legally infringing Dilbert.
What came first, Ranch or Cool Ranch? I mean, it doesn't get more real than that shit.
I do have
the old
the
pigskin.
vaguest memory of when I was young. There was a Dilbert cartoon
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I can't
It was
imagine
trash.
it lasted very long.
No, it
But
didn't.
they were having a conversation in one of the boardrooms where they had to rename their company because it turns out there was already something else with that company name, and there was like a registry. They were like, we have a list of all the names that have ever been thought of, and some haven't been. And so they were looking through the ones that haven't been taken, and they were like, "Well, we have a couple of options." And this part does make me think of that this was partially written by Keith, because they said one of the options is Janus, the two-faced god. And they were like, I feel like that sends a bad message. And then they were like, what are some of the other options? And he goes down the list. He's like, seborrhea. They're like, oh, well, that doesn't sound so bad. What's that? And he's like, apparently it's a skin disease, like you make too much oil in your skin. And they're like,
Well,
I don't like
the
that.
two-faced god part.
COD.
Yeah, I figured you would,
Oh.
but yeah, he's
Oh.
like, they were like, well, if you kind of, say with like a little bit of an inflection, it sounds like something exotic, like seborrhea.
Well, I like it a lot less now that you told me it's COD. Two-faced god sounds mysterious and interesting, and I was just about to say, it's not going to be as funny as real, like life imitates art. That plenty of real companies had to change their name from ISIS, circa early 2010s.
Yeah, but
Nothing like that
also,
happened to Dilbert.
fuck you for your dumb
Dilbert's-
COD joke. But like,
What?
Didn't you say that?
Whatever the
Janus the
COD.
two-faced COD?
God,
Oh.
you simpletons!
see,
I
it
know
was
you
right.
know
Oh,
this.
So I did like the joke. Fuck you, Kyle.
No,
Look what
fuck you,
you've done.
Keith.
No, I
like
was the
the
one who
joke.
was mistaken.
Yeah, Kyle corrected the joke into something less funny.
I still
All right,
blame it on
anyway.
I didn't
Keith.
think that network television would possibly ever say two-faced God. That doesn't seem
Right.
like
Yeah,
something
they
you'd
did.
see.
Network television aired Kids in the Hall for a shockingly long time.
I mean, I think
Canada.
they also were clear that it was. They made it more clear to say Greek god,
Oh, okay.
which
Um,
I don't know. That probably gets you by censors a little easier,
Which
but
probably-
I'm gonna say-
for standards and practices anyway.
My wicked old roommate Zig used to bring up, whenever I was around, would bring up the worst shit on TV to watch possible. So he'd bring up
Says
like
the guy who
Simpsons
made us
season
watch a
37.
fucking guy vomit.
Dilbert too.
Hey,
That's
at least that
also-
was short. And everyone had a chuckle. Listen, a guy vomiting is significantly less invidious than a full episode of Simpsons season 20 plus or
Yeah.
whatever, right? At least it doesn't waste an hour of your life.
Yeah, but
Time
also
dilation.
circling back on part of our conversation, there is a company called Janus. It's like investments or something. I forget what the hell they do, but they are called Janus, and their icon, their logo is two faces, like back to back, so to speak.
They
Oh,
probably
maybe
just
it was a joke.
ripped off the fucking Dilbert episode or whatever. it
Yeah,
was.
they took their name from Dilbert.
Yeah.
Well,
Where did you get this name from? Well,
Yeah, somebody legitimately watching was like, well, according to my sources, there's only one company name left to choose, Janus, the two-faced god.
That would be the only funny joke ever on Dilbert, because Zig would bring up Dilbert episodes sometimes, and each one was more stiflingly terrible than the last. There was one where, get this, Dilbert had to buy a new computer,
oh,
and so he went on the internet to buy one. Get it? He's using his computer to buy a computer.
and then what happened?
And so help me. So that's the joke.
That
was
is
the
the,
whole-
the
God,
level
that's-
of joke.
That's the level of humor that they operated with for 20 some
But,
odd episodes
okay,
before some dark wave of karma
That's
swept them off the
also
earth.
a King of the Hill episode you've just described, except replace computer
it
with
isn't.
lawnmower, where Hank goes and spends 30,000 years trying to find a lawnmower.
What the fuck? No, there would be something about Hank's sexual inadequacy or his relationship with his father or something like.
I mean,
when they
obviously
make him do
we have
stupid
the
lawn
one-
shit, it's just sort of it's like a joke, but there's
Yeah.
something else.
Well, it comes down to the lawnmower that he wants does not support his fragile, thin ass, as we've already...
See,
his
that's deep personal
Yeah.
drama.
meatless
Man
ass.
versus self. You think it's gonna be man versus machine, but it's man versus self.
Man versus ass.
Man versus own ass. And there was another one, get this, where the guy's password was password.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
That's-
How did they come up with that shit?
That's pretty brilliant, though, man. Like, think about it. Password is password. Holy fuck.
Well, here's... Yeah. But here's where you jokeify it, is you change his password. You tell him, password is not strong enough for our network. It had to be changed, so we let the system use a default. But what they actually did was change it to a combination that included the name of the guy who fucked his wife.
I wasn't sure which direction you were going with this, but I was going to say I did actually one time because IT changed the
Fuck
policy on
someone's wife. Your own
my
doesn't
yeah.
count, Kyle.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, technically, I knew what you were gonna do. I headed you off with the pass. It's like you went for the opening at the end of the alley, and a bunch of like me in a cop uniform just like stepped out, hands wide. No, you don't.
Well,
I don't, bucko.
I remember IT changed the policy on passwords, so I made my password like "fuck you so and so," hoping that somehow he had access to that. But you know, I think that's probably against like actual laws that they get to see my password.
I mean, like as an IT person, they probably still have access to it just so they can get into your accounts if shit gets locked out. But also, I wonder if it was the sort of thing where they can't let you know that they have it, so there's just like a terse silence while they hold that in. Like, God damn it, I can't let him know. And I know what an asshole he is.
I did work IT for like a while, and I remember one time accidentally revealing like something that was not that crazy, I thought, but like it just blew someone's mind and it kind of upset them. Like the fact that they're like, oh, I have this file on my computer, but I have to go downstairs to email it. And I said, no worries, I can get it right now. And I just got on their computer.
Was it that ASCII picture of the Among Us with an erect cock?
Actually, strangely enough.
I don't know how you guessed that.
Yeah, like, of all things.
Whatever
like,
you do, don't put it on screen. It'll get us banned.
Oh,
I've seen it happen before.
It was actually
Don't
the
worry,
middle finger.
even if you put it in the edit notes, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Whatever you do.
Ever since
Don't
Keith
get
has
the
moved,
ASCII picture.
it's been, I felt so much more powerful. Like, just, he's like, do this and this. And I go, like, I don't have to. So I don't.
I very much don't want to.
Yeah.
It's like having the ring of power removed from your presence. You're
Pretty much.
It's like it's done.
Well,
I'm better.
I think we've seen enough. That was Dark Tower. So
Oh, more than enough.
Yep,
We
join us
resorted to
next
talking
time.
about Dilbert, for God's sake.
for like an hour, I think. Join us next time.
Yeah.
Mom Can Have Another Dollar. And we streamed this live, by the way. So join us next time when we're doing this. If you subscribe, you'll see it. See ya. Cool.
It's a live stream of a dead channel.
It was.
Wow.
It was.
Now you see how your sausage is made.
Well, when are we gonna do an ASMR stream?
I don't know.
I
Kyle-
don't think
cleaning
you
shit.
even have the notion for sounds that aren't inherently disgusting.
Fart noise.
All right, so let's see what we got here. Kyle's blood is blue.
Not my blood is blue, you fucking narcissists. You're comparing me to a horseshoe crab, you tit sucker. God damn it. I already read these chats. You weren't paying attention.
You gotta say
You're
them
the
out
worst
loud.
live stream host. What the fuck?
You gotta say them out loud and attribute
I
them to
did.
somebody. When you just say fucking words or respond to something, I have no goddamn clue what the hell you're talking about. It's just Keith saying blue blood again. That's something you say
Chat.
almost pretty regularly.
Upvote if I read them out loud, and downvote if Kyle is right. Let's settle this democratically.
Well, that's actually pretty clever, Keith, and I don't think you realize this, but downvoting is gone on YouTube.
All right. No, it's just invisible. You can still
Yeah, you
downvote.
can hide the numbers so no one else knows if everyone else in the world is on their
No, it's
side
just
and
hidden.
hating that thing.
It's hidden, period.
Kyle.
Like, you can't show
God
it.
damn it.
What?
That's what we just said. That's what we just said.
No, he said you can hide it. I'm saying it is hidden. You
It
cannot.
is hidden.
unhide it.
I thought you had the option to show it, but nobody
No.
does. But
There was a plugin that lets you do it, but I think it's like an arms race. They really don't want to fucking show it because people pay a lot of money to create a false consensus fallacy with an expensively produced video, and if everyone downvotes it, it makes them look like fucking idiots.
yeah,
Man.
then it becomes more transparent that they wasted all their money.
Yep. So,
So
the
Donikin
downvotes.
says, The sprites look reminiscent of a game editor, game making software example project. I would.
Yeah, I noticed that the mummy enemy, it looked like whatever color they had used for the borders, like the outlines and the color in between the bandages and stuff, they used whatever color gets keyed out because you could just see straight through it in a bunch of parts.
He used some kind of old plugin back in the day called Depression.
Says that they look like they trace over Snow Bros, and yeah, that
Snow
is
Bros
another
too, yeah.
obvious game influence was the Snow Bros. Like, you got to hit things a few times to knock them off.
What is this? A Snow Bro?
Snow Bros, Diet Go-Go,
the
17
he's asking
other
what's
games
it
that we
call it?
played.
Don't list names. He's just gonna type all that shit, and I'm not gonna know what the fuck.
Oh,
this
you
episode
know
is.
I was not listening to Keith.
I know.
What? What the fuck are you talking
It's
about?
Dark
I wasn't even
Tower.
talking about this.
You wanted to ask what game did we just play, so I can
No, I didn't.
title.
I didn't ask any.
No?
What? What? Kyle, you're not listening to things I say, and then you're responding to shit I never said. What the hell's wrong with you? Are you like Mandela affecting over there?
Dude,
What the fuck?
I might just
One of us is phasing in from another reality, and it ain't me.
I might be confusing myself just because, like, I'm also listening to the stream at the same time just to make sure everything is sounding fine.
Did you remember to take your heart medicine today?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck,
Did
my
my
heart attack-
spooky sounds
heart attack
remind
pills.
you?
You're becoming hypoxic.
You become
the-
like the roommate in what was it, Feeding Frenzy, that Red Letter
yeah.
Media did, where Jay's character is
not
constantly
missing
on the
much.
verge of having a heart attack.
I'm sick of having to shock your heart. Yeah, no, I was gonna say he's more like that the brother from Dusk Till Dawn, because he's like hallucinating entire conversations and gestures that aren't happening. Did you mean what you said back there? What? Yeah, it's like POV shot, and I turn to him and say, "Kyle, what was the name of that game? I'm real interested." I'm like, meanwhile, I'm just sitting there talking to
You're
somebody.
looking at
Oculus.
your phone. Yeah.
You have an Oculus Rift?
Yeah, oh, you're doing the Kyle. You're doing the Kyle thing.
Doing the Kyle.
Yeah.
Everybody, jump on the floor, get to your knees, pop open your gob, and gobble D's. Now let's do the Kyle.
You know, I think we've talked about it on this show that
Shameful.
like I am unbelievably terrible at improvising lyrics.
I completely thought you were going to say drunk. That is 100% the adjective I was waiting for.
Not yet.
I'm like, we've talked about
I
that
think we've
plenty of
talked about this
times.
before.
Yeah.
I am shit-faced.
That's not
I'm
new.
unbelievably, intolerably drunk right now.
Although I do need to re-put liquid in here. I can't think of a verb that can sum up all the words I want to use in one. But I need to
Insert.
refill. That's the one. God damn it.
Imbibe.
Fuck my life.
Yep. All right. Well, we're going to take a little breather, guys. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes once everybody's talked
Oh,
up.
dude, we need to commission like a
Good.
Grim Reaper
Bye,
for
Keith.
the standby screen.
All right, we're back. How's everybody?
We did it.
That was a terrifying noise. If anybody's still out there watching, if you have any requests, let us know. It doesn't matter what the game is. If it's an old game, something we played already.
Hey, wait.
Whatever.
I think there's a request coming in right now.
Is it you?
Oh,
from
sorry.
you?
It was just honking.
Oh.
Well, wait. We can do that. Actually, that's a pretty good request. Nick,
Just the honk.
Honk.
please, the crowd. Wait, no. We gotta save that. We gotta make it a Twitch stream, and then we can have one of the redeems be Nick honks. Honk for us.
We can simulcast to Twitch, but I feel like most of we have nobody
you do
watching on
that?
Twitch because
Yes, but if you do that, then you don't unlock the affiliate stuff. So you can't. The whole point is lost. We can't. We need the affiliate stuff so we can have honk for me.
Yeah, that's like the sound when people donate bits or whatever. just a
Oh,
quick
we have
honk.
we have plenty of sounds for that shit. We would just put in like get that hamburger and etc. oh wait, why aren't we using that music?
we can.
Let's play that on a loop every time we go on standby.
Okay, I'll throw it in there.
Yeah,
I think
add it to
people
the
won't get
playlist.
very, very tired of that. In
I
very
think-
short order.
That'll just give us more incentive to shorten our breaks.
That will give people more incentive to leave when we go on break.
If anybody's even, no, that's still the same comment I've seen. Yeah, if anybody's even here right now. But
Yeah,
this
I
is
don't
something
know
I've
how
actually
accurate the watching numbers are. So
Well, this is something I've actually legitimately learned from like doing this as like a career. A lot of times your live numbers are not indicative of anything because a lot of people, if you have a VOD, they're going to watch that instead. So you also have to kind of keep in mind that most of your people are going to watch this on the replay. So we have to figure out.
oh yeah,
You know what I am wondering? That Sonic Origins collection, do you think they'll use the Michael Jackson tracks for Sonic 3, or will they use the in-house ones?
Almost certainly won't use Michael
Yeah.
Jackson.
But
I mean it was quiet and under the table before, and with this much speculation at this point in its life cycle, I think it's enough to forego any liability.
But like, they usually print the. I don't know if it's a full re-release or if it's like a separate printing. I don't understand how legality works. The only three
Yeah, we knew
levels of
that.
Michael Jackson tracks are Carnival Night Zone, Ice Cap, and Launch Base. Those are the only ones they'll have to swap out.
Okay.
This would be a good time for that skull overlay.
Well, we got something like that. We could do like this.
And the.
There you go.
No, it has to be over Nick's face.
Only mine. Yeah, well, if we had one of those for every little request that you made, we would run out of buttons.
We would run out of budget. We'd have to hire so many artisans to squander their talents.
By
on, like,
budget, you mean we
notions.
would actually have to pay some amount of money, and therefore
We'd-
we wouldn't do it.
Have to make money.
Yeah.
Is the biggest problem.
Do you guys
The only thing
remember
we make is
when
cummy.
people were willing to pay us Patreon dollars to do
Shockingly, yeah.
this bullshit?
I was surprised. I was like, oh, this is.
I mean, granted, it did pay for some music licensing for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually pretty cool. Like I was surprised that anybody cared. I don't know. It was interesting, for sure.
I mean, by putting, okay, scratch what I was about. I was about to say by putting money into it, that proves that they care more than we do. But
I don't think you can care more than we do.
between you and me, there's been a lot of wasted dollars thrown straight into the pit.
Not to
that
mention
has Trouble
time, which we
Planet
can never,
hastily
ever get
scrawled
back.
on a sticky note placed next to it.
They cared. We cared.
I don't know what you mean by that.
You know, Karen, like
Like
an
a-
improvised
like a
grave.
natural-
No,
well?
Cairn is a fucking. It's like those rocks that you find in Scotland. Did a whole goddamn episode
What?
about Cairn terriers, bitch.
What? God
Well,
damn
that's
it! It's just
that's
a
the
pile
Cairns.
of rocks.
Yeah.
That's the Cairn stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking about Stonehenge, and that's totally different. I just mean, in general, a pile you use as a marker, often to denote a grave in the wilderness. Look, it was a bit of graveside humor, which I am so known for. All right.
Kind of like bedside manner, but for us.
I do like that you
Yeah.
keep suddenly like breaking it up like that. I don't know.
Hey,
why.
Habib, I'm gonna microwave the Slim Jim. All right. That's what it was. Nick gets it.
Is this
Do you want to guess why, Kyle?
Is this holy shit, my brain is fucked right now.
It's one of the only three things I'm capable of doing.
I know exactly what it is. It's the one with Lyle and those fuckers and the Merkin. I can't remember what the fuck that thing is called.
Lyle and the Merkin. That's my favorite morning radio show.
Hey, welcome to Lyle and the Merkin on Q102. Fuck
Why don't we
you in
just,
the morning.
When we start our Twitch channel, let's call it that.
Q102, fuck
and
you in the morning.
Merkin.
Lyle and the Merkin? Okay, I like that better.
Lyle and the Merkin.
Yep.
The all Merkin live stream.
The only stream brought to you by Merkins.
Sponsored by Merkins. Artisanal Merkins. Well, I mean, that's not even too far off because half of the shit on the internet's sponsored by things specifically marketed as devices to shave your balls with.
Yeah, strangely
Yeah.
enough, recently that's like the popular go-to thing.
I would
Fellas.
imagine if you spent even more, like 5 minutes or more on Etsy, you could find some bespoke, if not incredibly bizarre, handmade Merkins.
Oh, we're still talking about Merkins. All right. I'm okay with this. I'm not upset. Let's just be clear. I don't object. I'm just making sure we're on the same wavelength here.
Yeah, Keith just had two branching paths with many options in both directions, so he just wanted to make sure he didn't veer down the wrong one too soon. So he's
yeah.
like, "Oh, Merkin's good. I can. Let's just stay in this
It's
lane
still
for a
relevant.
second."
Scrotum
here.
adjacent topics. Yes, it's what's it called? What is it called? What are they? What's the word for like the things
what?
that are analogous to each other in different like gender forms? Like the labia. No, the labia is the same tissues as the scrotum, etc. You know what I mean? There's like a word for that when that
100%.
happens.
don't.
Only you would know, Keith. It's probably
The clitoris is a penis. You know, I mean, like it's not,
mean,
but it's like it's
we
this
know-
adjective.
What you're talking about, obviously, we do not know what is probably a medical term for
I
it.
will say I
Yeah.
believe there is a word for it. What
I
that
know
word
there's a
could
word
be?
for it.
What that word could be? I have no idea. I'm sure I've never heard it. But as soon as it's said, because it's the fucking English language, for some goddamn reason, I'll go, "Oh, of course, yeah, that's the right word."
That makes total sense.
Yeah, and I won't know why, because that's just how language understanding seems to work for some fucking reason.
Homologous.
Analogous?
Homologous. Hold on, I need a pronunciation guide. Let me Google it up on the dictionary.
Pronunciation.
Homologous? Like,
Homologous.
like a homonym?
I need to know. Hey, this is mark this as educational. It's an educational stream now for kids. Big categorizing. Hold on. Can you hear it? If it
Well, I don't know. I don't hear anything right now.
did you hear it say it?
Nope.
Oh man.
Send me the link. and I
I'm
can play it.
guessing, based on what you said, that it's like homonym and analogous.
Homologous.
Homologous.
Homologous is what the dictionary man said.
Homologous. Is that New England pronunciation that you've selected?
It's dictionary.com, bitch. Homologous.
Does dictionary.com have like regional dialects that you could select?
Yeah, is the button for yours just a lobster?
Having the same or a similar relation
homologous.
corresponding as in a relative position or structure. So the labia are homologous to the scrotum.
Well,
I don't even know. how you
Biological
spell this.
homology. Homologous. Just like it sounds.
you know, I was just thinking the other day that I miss the days when I had like
Hope.
the friends that I had close
Oh.
by where we could see each other more often, and now I'm backtracking on that train of thought. Like, I wish we weren't having a conversation
right
at this
now.
moment.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I feel that way pretty frequently too.
Well, let's just go back. Let's just backpedal. Let's go way back machine, and let's just riff on that ball shaving ad trend that was there, fellas. Watching your entertainment on the internet, you know those balls that no woman would ever see, and even if they did, they would not deign to touch. But you're gonna want to be insecure about their
that's
status.
Exactly why I was wondering. Did he actually say the correct pronunciation for homologous? Jesus Christ. Someone stop me,
Wow,
please.
He's drunk and having a stroke.
I
We
like
gotta
that
save him.
you are drunk enough to not speak correctly, but all of this software and hardware and all this shit is working just fine.
I think I'm
It's
just
totally
overstimulated. I don't think it's like anything to do with alcohol. I
too
think
much.
there's just so much shit that I'm like keeping up with that like my brain
Well, you're
is
married
Task
now.
manager of the brain is maxed out.
Yeah, exactly.
I think what's happened is Kyle is quantum leaping through a rapid fire series of realities, and like from our perspective, Nick, he came into it, and that's why he's having the wrong conversations, and now he's getting ready to leave it again, and we're gonna witness this one. Like we didn't
yeah.
notice before because he was
And he-
entering ours.
Yeah,
And
we,
now he's
we
starting
just
to
didn't
stroke
happen
out
to
and shit.
catch the oh boy.
Now he's like he's tweaking out like a robot failing the test from Blade Runner, you know. And he's just gonna disappear, and we'll be like, oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
Kyle, why didn't you help that tortoise?
I had one guy one time. He was like, "Man, it's probably really stressful to be you because your brain just like keeps going." And I'm like, "I don't. Where did this come from?" Because like he was asking me like, "Oh,
Hey, Mac.
he's like, how do you do an audio thing?" So I'm like, "Okay, well you're asking, so I'm gonna tell you." And I went into great
I thought
detail
he
about
threw
it.
up like that guy on the video.
Yeah,
You gave him your mania speech.
yeah. And he's like, "Fuck, man, what the fuck?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I mean, I thought you were asking because you wanted to know, so I told you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Kyle, here's
and by,
another hot
and by
vocab
saying
for
that,
ya.
it of course gives you yet another thing to think about.
Yeah.
Am I overthinking things? Am I too overworked? Am I pushing too far?
Kyle, you should learn the phrase. You should learn the word phatic. Phatic expression. It's one where you're not expected to respond to it based on the meaning of the words. It just serves a sort of function in life. You know, like how you doing? Nice weather we're having today.
Oh.
What's your
I mean,
career?
kind of like a rhetorical
Yeah.
question where it's
Yeah.
not meant to be answered, but it's to make you think.
Well, it's not meant to make you think. Even it's just there to. It's just. It just
you say it because
functions.
you have to say it. It's
Social
perfunctory.
interaction. Yeah. Not to convey any information or gain it.
Well,
you know, just
Speaking of social interactions, the whole reason we're fucking here, I'm recording audio and video.
Oh, shit.
What's the next game called? You haven't told me.
Superman, bitch.
I'm writing down Superman, bitch.
Superman, bitch.
I'm recording for Superman, bitch.
Good.
May I offer you this watch?
You ready? Are you recording, Nick?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Okay,
May I
here we
offer you an
go.
all expenses paid holiday.
Here we go.
Same people who made Speak Adventure.
Yep.
Tight.
They made so much
Yeah, I was thinking
shit.
about that the other day.
Oh, hey everybody! Welcome back to Mom Can Have a Dollar. They made Superman in the year I was born. This game can't be any good. There's
Yeah,
no
that's
way.
the right reaction to Superman on what is this? This looks like NES.
Amiga.
Okay, that's the freeze frame. they went
Commodore
with, huh?
64. Wait.
Yeah.
Is this an arcade game?
Yeah.
How the hell? How did?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It can't be that terribly bad because we've already
Oh.
heard stories from every other like games YouTube channel about every awful Superman game.
Right, that's true. What is there a word for that where just no news is good news? If I haven't heard of you, you're probably okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
think you've pretty well covered it.
pretty much.
Hopefully. We need to let's just invent a vocabulary word for it.
I like how it took
It's-
me more effort to beat down a fucking chain link fence than it did to just crush a man.
To kill these flying robots.
Yeah.
Well, they're just
Yeah.
unmoored in the sky. There's no resistance. There's no give.
The Soho
The-
Wine Bar, just like 20 feet away from that Baptist church back there.
Yeah, I mean, Churchy's got a drink.
Well, what they baptized the babies with something, motherfucker. Or wait, They do something with wine in church. They don't baptize the babies in
That's
it, though.
communion.
All right.
I think
I was thinking of maybe the Trailer
Although
Park
if you
Boys
dumped a little
anointed
bit of
liquor.
wine on a baby at its baptism, I don't know. Would that make it better or worse?
well, I mean, are you drinking the wine afterwards? Because then that's worse
I think
for
it's just.
everyone.
I think it's kind of like you say your piece, you dribble a little bit on their scalp, and then you got to put them in the water anyway. So you dunk them, you wash it off.
well, technically, the wine is the blood of Christ, so it's even better. It's even more authentic.
That's
So maybe
that was a
you-
fine baptism, and then you just start dumping your wine right on them. But you're supposed to do that when you're celebrating a death, like see at the crossroads. But this is
Well, this
kinda
isn't like pouring one out. This is
sorry, baby.
Oh, I have
This
a
is
kick.
pouring one on.
Look how
pouring one
bitchy
on.
this kick is.
That would kind of
Yeah.
that would like bookend your life, getting pouring booze.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
whenever you pour one out for your homies.
Yeah, except you do one at your baptism as well. So it's like, yeah.
Bookended in liquor. Now there's a title for a podcast or a self-help book or something.
The book ended in liquor
Is punching the only power you have?
and kicking, and also I shoot a laser beam out
Also,
of my
I
hand.
think you're in the Matrix.
Oh, I didn't realize Superman was the wielder of the secret fire, the white flame of Arnor. Go back to the shadow flame of Udun. You shall
Oh.
not pass.
Was
why-
this maybe like a shitty Dragon Ball Z game before? Because that's more of what this feels like.
I mean, it feels like fucking Nemesis right now because I'm picking up power-ups to help me fly better. I don't know.
I don't
what are you
get that
doing?
reference.
You're
Is that the
charging
space
up
game?
your energy
Satan?
punch. And
I
all
have
of
to
these
say.
classic Superman villains like a green orb, a green man, a chain link fence.
They had to cut the budget somewhere.
You don't remember the chain
This
link
is-
fence from the famous Jeff Johns series, limited edition of Superman?
Oh yeah, this must have been in Smallville. I didn't watch that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Based on what I've heard about the original creators of Superman, that sounds like something they would actually have come up with before they got fired.
The
the
green orb.
Schusters.
No, the chain link fence.
Yeah.
My God,
Apparently,
a
after
chain
the,
link fence.
the creators of Superman got kicked to the curb, and before they died homeless and penniless on a bench somewhere.
Oh, I didn't mean to
They-
laugh at that.
Yeah, you fucking lunatic. Jesus Christ. Well, this episode can't go out.
Anyway,
It will. Or not. I mean, it's already
Well,
live right now. This episode is out right now as it happens.
continue your thought about what happened just moments before the creators of Superman died penniless on a park bench.
And,
Yeah,
and me laughing at it.
But before that, they tried to get one up on the publisher by following up the success of Superman with a new, even better superhero that they would retain the ownership of. And what they came up with was Funny Man.
What?
And he was, I'm not making this up, this is real. He was just a comedian who told really good jokes, and that was like his superpower. And I guess he did pranks or something. Anyway, they subsequently died penniless and alone on a park bench. So
I
Yeah.
wonder
Yeah.
if it got even enough recognition that they had to kill off Funny Man in comics, like just to get him out of there.
I like that a brick
he was
wall takes less hits than a chain link fence, which actually is
Yeah.
believable. Like, it's a lot harder to knock down a chain link fence than it is a brick wall because, like, you just.
Yeah, a chain link fence would be like, getting through a net.
Yeah, exactly.
But also, like, some of this stuff just makes me think of, like, this would be a, like, Strong Bad cartoon sort of rendition of a superhero. It's like they're, one of them would bring up their cheap knockoff toys from when they were a kid. Like, comes with all these accessories, like a chain link fence, his biggest nemesis, the green orb, and it's just like a repackaged bouncy ball from one of those corner machines.
man. And then it's like, oh, that was
That is
actually racism. Strong Bad.
shockingly spot on.
Yeah.
That is it. And I'm surprised that's not actually an episode of Strong Bad.
Well, they have some stuff like that, especially like with the cheat commandos, all their toys and accessories, and it's always like plastic missile to shoot in your little brother's eye or something like that. A little reference to how dangerous toys were as a kid, but like they have some shit in there sometimes that really throws me for a loop. Like, I forget what episode or, video it was, whatever you want to call it. But they were talking about cereals, I think. And one that they threw out there, and obviously this was much earlier in our earthly history, but he brings up a cereal that they titled Sugar Frosted Gunshots in a Crowded Mall.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember that.
And I guess I had forgotten that one, or maybe it didn't have the same impact when I was a kid. But
You're probably just like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I saw that one like a year or two ago, and I had to show that to some of my friends. I was like, hey, any of you guys remember this shit? And everyone almost assuredly jerked back aghast in their chairs like, oh, fuck. Did I laugh at this? Please say I didn't.
I allowed this to keep happening?
Oh, no.
Back in the 90s when jokes were allowed because reality hadn't preempted them all. Well, Superman's famous arch nemesis,
Man.
Vishnu.
Pink
Oh,
leotard
fuck.
Vishnu.
No, that's the outfit that what's his face Lex Luthor wears all the time.
Lex Luthor gained all of the power of an elephant.
Well,
Actually, that would be pretty rough. I mean, if it wasn't against Superman, that would be pretty potent.
So I was at the museum earlier today with Caitlin because she's.
That seems like a lie. What museum? Hold on, your story's full of holes.
It was
What
it was
fuck?
the Natural History Museum of Orlando, not Natural History.
They're allowed in Florida? What the fuck?
Well, I mean,
I thought admitting dinosaurs existed was like a punishable offense.
well, that's
or
the thing.
something.
Well, the whole exhibit that I'm trying to talk about was actually based off of fantasy stuff. Which, when I heard about that, I was like, "That's allowed in a history museum." But it was more just
Hobbit
like
skeletons and shit.
Yeah, but no, it was actually interesting, like how it was more on like, okay, this is how maybe we thought dragons were a thing, and like they kind of went over like, oh, maybe this sort of thing. But the reason why I brought this up is that they talk about like how we thought giants were real is because like we found these humongous fucking femurs and we just assumed, oh, giant femur, giant man, right? And what it actually was the bones of woolly mammoths that they found, and like because their skulls don't look like a fucking elephant when they die, they just assumed it was a cyclops. They just go,
Yeah.
oh, this
Oh
is
no! Well,
I've heard of that.
you're mixing that up. Elephant skulls have that big open hole in the middle, and the same with woolly mammoths, where the only explanation they could think of was like, this big hole is obviously for the eyes,
right.
or
Yeah.
the one eye. So elephant skeletons gave rise to the thought of cyclopes.
Oh,
Exactly.
sure. But because their noses don't have bones, they're just big spongy cock tissue, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same as as all our penises on a face.
Sure.
Well, elephant faces are sometimes used as a cipher for cock and balls. I'm pretty sure they did that on Crayon Shin-chan and stuff.
at that elephant face
Oh yeah, probably.
Whenever he's naked, there's just like a little elephant, like where his dick would
Oh
be.
yeah, like
that's kinda
that's their
funny.
form of censorship.
Yeah. It's like a unique form of censorship.
I still don't understand why Superman is throwing fireballs.
Because they had to throw something. You need a projectile for a R-type clone.
I feel like this should be titled "The Partially Licensed Adventures of Superman."
The loosely licensed adventures of Superman.
Yeah,
The
non-canonical.
the legally distinct adventures of quote-unquote Superman,
great man.
of Ubermensch.
I still think about
Off-brand
that sketch we
alternative.
had where it's like, first of all, I never said I had super strength. I said I had amazing strength.
Yeah, I had amazing strength. Yeah,
I just wish someone could bring to life that reaction shot of a guy hearing a loud tear and blood gushing out of his mouth after trying to pick up a car even though he knew he couldn't.
yeah. Just to impress other people who also claimed to have superpowers, but obviously did not.
I have a ray
was
gun.
was that the same one where someone dropped something heavy on someone's foot and shattered it and he goes, "No, my championship!" happened? There's a reaction shot of like a shelf full of like marathon trophies.
I think it was, and that was the reason that one of the quote unquote superheroes could not be there for the big battle.
Yeah, I think we I feel like we overthought. Like we were like, oh, there has to be a ton of superheroes, and I feel like it could have just been fine with the Amazing Strength Man and like not too many other heroes. I don't know. We obviously
It was just a
didn't do
bunch of
anything else.
assholes jealous of their super friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever. We just needed Lauren Michaels to bankroll us, but we
Yeah,
didn't get him.
as I recall, the only really impressive thing that comes out of that whole group is the one guy who had a working, like, super powerful laser gun. They were like,
Right.
oh, kick ass, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
It's like
Hold on a minute. $4.99 for a brothel? That's like. Oh wait. Oh, does this take place in the 30s? Maybe. Never mind.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, this is early in Superman's career.
They do have
This is mid depression. This is
This is Dust
$4.99
Bowl
was
Superman.
some walking around money at the time.
Yeah, that's
Never mind.
that's some you work down at the factory for 5 days a week, 60 hours.
Your whole week's wages could fall out of your pocket, and then the only option
Yeah, you
was
can't tell because of the low image fidelity, but this is the Superman who was just wearing blue long johns with a pair of briefs over him, and the blanket that he sleeps in
You know-
underneath a bridge.
You know what these red guys look like to me? They look like the character that Arnold Schwarzenegger played, Ultraman, I think is what he was called.
Oh, Turbo Man!
Turbo Man, yeah, he looks like Turbo
Give me the
Man.
Turbo Man!
Why did they give his ass a cape? I know the rest of it's based on like late 19th century strongmen. You know, it's wearing a thong
Right,
and lifting weights and
right.
shit. I don't know
Yeah,
where
the
the cape
cape-
comes from.
Where
I don't
guys,
know, maybe because it denotes some degree of, like, majesty.
were people still wearing capes back then?
In
No.
Bavaria,
Yeah.
they
Like,
still wear
in
them
general, no.
I was watching.
I think it just, yeah, it must have just been an idea like what makes a guy seem like extraordinary.
Take that, idiot! You can't survive water.
now. What kind of asshole wears a cape?
Oh, you're kicking the shit out of Beast. The X-Men are done for.
Oh shit, you're right.
The rest of it sort of fits underneath his
fuck?
civilian clothing, but
Oh.
the cape is just asking for trouble.
Well, I guess you beat that guy because he flew away.
Yep.
Or this is Superman admitting defeat.
I think
It's like,
he might be
I
dead.
can't beat that blue guy. Fuck.
After all this time, we find out that Superman is an hourly wagey. Gonna
Yeah.
do
Oh
shit
shit.
when the clock's off.
Yeah. Street lights are on. Superman's out.
This is the laziest beat 'em up ever created.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear.
With that,
Half of it
Well,
is just
then I've
going
got some
up.
great news for you. This episode's over.
Oh, thank you,
and this
merciful
was live,
Christ.
guys. If you want to join us next
So-
time,
If you can call it living.
yep.
Wow.
Well, join us on the next episode of Mom Can Have Another Dollar. Bye. All right.
Wow.
Oh man.
And we've been streaming for 2 hours.
Wow.
I
Really?
can't believe it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Glitch Sister. What's up? No one even called out to Glitch Sister.
We didn't
We were
say
in
it.
the middle of an episode.
You fuck. You got to leave the overlay on there or something.
Oh.
Or something. Wait, are we doing chats in the middle of episodes now? You're under arrest.
We've
I
not
don't
discussed
know.
this in the slightest before.
There-
True
There's
enough. True enough.
no. There's nothing that's required, and nothing is not allowed. Everything's
Well,
permitted.
I mean, some things are not allowed. We found.
You already dropped a hard R.
I've tested
well, actually,
the.
this is-
I've tested the limits. I've tested the frontiers of permissible villainy.
I mean, no one from the FCC actually struck us down mid-flight, so
I'm not worried about the FCC. I'm worried about God.
well, then I've got some more good news for you.
Have we been streaming for 2 hours?
Yeah, man.
That's
Wow.
kind of crazy.
Almost. It's like 10:40. It's almost 11 p.m. You fuck.
Yeah, also,
Wow.
Well, Wow.
Well,
Well, next time we'll have to get Kyle on Genshin Impact.
I guess so. Hey, it looks like somebody agreed with you, Keith. They liked the this whatever it
oh
is
yeah,
we're doing.
they added a like on the stream.
Yeah,
Hooray.
whatever it was
So
you said.
either we did something right, or
Oh, right.
more
The ultimatum.
realistically,
One of my, I issue so many ultimatums during a given session, I can't keep track of them. We'll have to double check. Gonna have to keep a
Well-
document open so I can write them down.
So we did 3 episodes, but we've been streaming for 2 hours. I kind of feel
Ultimatums _ Sunday document.
I feel like that's enough. What do you guys think? This is a fun
you guys.
experiment.
yeah.
I'm sleepy as fuck.
Oh, how was
Right, well,
how was your working a
How's
minimal
what?
amount of hours?
Sex?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that.
well, fair enough.
I can't riddle that. You're full of shit, Kyle. I've been working full time. It's not fair.
Are you
I'm
getting?
supposed to be
30
part-time.
hours ain't full time.
Yeah. I wish I got
35 and a
paid.
half hours. 35 and a half hours. That's full time as hell, boy.
So close. Although that said, I don't know that I work, a full 40.
Oh, hopefully not. That's ridiculous. That's too many hours.
Well, I mean, I'm salaried, so I don't
Right,
have
I
like
get what you're
saying.
proper
Yeah, of
clock
course.
in and out times.
Yeah. It's hard to say like how much one legitimately works. I guess.
Yeah.
Working
know.
hard or hardly working?
I now
Or
work.
sounds like
working
it's-
hard on.
Yeah. It sounds like it's your call now, Keith. Are we carrying forth, or are we throwing in the towel?
Let's end on a high note, like an ear-shriekingly high note, just like
It's too late
We're
to
not
call
playing
off
maybe
the
on the realm
stream.
of.
We're not playing the vomit video
What?
again.
Oh well, that would be a really good. That should just be what we. When you hit the button, and the little stinger transition plays, that should just be playing as our see you next time screen.
Jeez.
Putting that down. Comment below if you like that idea.
Yeah. Notes. Room for
Hashtag
improvement.
I support Keith.
Yeah. If you
Hashtag
guys
good
like
idea.
this, come up with shit you want to see us do next time. I guess.
You laugh.
I
you
enjoyed
lose
this. This was a
contest
fun
to
way
it.
to do this.
Yeah.
It's novel.
It was an
We'll-
outrage.
Do some
Screaming
different
outrage.
shit next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Oh!